Spider-Man Homecoming, what did I think of it? Long story short, it was brilliant, go see it. This review is going to contain loads of spoilers about the story and everything. If you haven't watched the movie, go watch it right now. That's my short review. Here's the review with spoilers. The first thing I want to get out of the way is Iron Man 4. That's what I thought this was going to be, and it actually turns out that's what a lot of people thought it was going to be. Thank God it wasn't. I mean, look at some of this. The things you see in the trailers with Tony Stark and Iron Man in it, that is literally the only scenes he's in the movie, bar like one or two, but they're really, really minor. But when you go to see this, you'll realise yourself, it's a Spider-Man movie. It's not Iron Man 4 at all, or Iron Man 3.5, or Iron Man Homecoming plus Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man. That being said, I did like the scenes with Tony Stark and Iron Man. I think the connection between the two characters, he was sort of like a father figure to Peter, which was nice. He taught him stuff, but in like a subtle way. He was still wisecracking, he still made people laugh. That's another thing. This movie is by far like the funniest out of all the Spider-Man movies. It definitely is a comedy, I think. Whenever I went to see it, the audience in the pictures was laughing. I didn't laugh at everything, but I laughed at most things. No origin story, right? So this being a reboot, again, you think it's going to be a reboot, but no, we don't see Tom Holland getting bit by a spider. We don't see him figuring out how to use his powers, although I think he is in his like infancy days of being Spider-Man. That saves me on another point, but I'll get into it in a minute. I don't think this movie needed an origin story. I think it did everything perfectly well. It was set up fine. Yeah, we didn't need another origin story, but we all know the story. We didn't need to waste half the movie doing another origin story. Another point, realism. Realism. It's a movie about a kid having spider powers and beating up big vultures. But yeah, it actually covered little tiny things that I've always wondered. Like, whenever Spider-Man goes, where does he actually put a suit? How does he go and put a suit on? But like early on in the movie, it shows you that, and I think it was a nice thing to show. It's him in an alleyway, and he's getting a suit on and stuff, and he leaves his bag there, and then when he comes back, it's away. And I was like, I always wondered, if you just left your bag, or surely someone would steal it. But yeah, there's a scene early in the movie where he catches a guy who steals like a bag. Because the guy who stole the bag's gotten so far away from the person he stole it from, Spider-Man just leaves the bag there and writes a note on it. It's a good joke. It also shows the limitation of his powers. He can't swing a web if there's nothing to swing from. At Liz's party, he runs out of it and runs through the streets and stuff. There's a joke, and he can't swing because it's just trees and stuff. He can't swing, so he just runs. And he makes a joke, says, "Oh, this is terrible," or something, falling in the gardens and stuff. It's funny. Real quickly, something I was really worried about is how much trailers they released for this movie. I actually lost count. It's actually ridiculous how much trailers they released for this movie. I've only watched back most of the trailers today, and I'm glad I stayed away from the trailers. If it's not too diffusions, I suggest you would stay away from it. But if you're watching the spoiler review, you've already watched the movie. But anyway, yeah, they released far too many trailers. But there was repeated scenes obviously in the trailers, the ATM robbery scene, which didn't have that line, "Oh, you guys aren't the real Avengers." I was waiting for it, and it wasn't even there. That line was in like every trailer that I've seen, but it wasn't even in it. It's cut out. It'll actually be interesting to see the extended version of this, because I was watching an interview, and Tom Holland was saying that during the scene where it's revealed that he's Spider-Man to his friend Ned, that was a really long scene, and it was quite long, but it wasn't as long as they said it was. Tom Holland as Spider-Man, perfect. He gets the perfect combination of everything that you need to be Spider-Man. He's smart, he's a kid, well, he's in his 20s, but he's supposed to be 15, and I can actually believe that. You can't believe that Tobey Maguire is a teenager, or Andrew Garfield. Even though Andrew Garfield's older than Tobey Maguire, it doesn't look like it at all. But yeah, you always have trouble believing that they're a student, but you have no problem whatsoever believing that Tom Holland is a student. I think they focus on Peter's life more in this, which is really good. He's in school for like 5 minutes in each movie, and that's it, and it's really annoying. But yeah, but his relationships with his friends and stuff, they're believable, and they're important to the movie. Whenever it first got revealed, the title of the movie, I was like, what the hell, it's so stupid. But once you watch it, you know that the homecoming only lasts literally like 5 minutes, but it's the big reveal that happens at the homecoming, which I'll get to in a minute. Michael Keaton as the Vulture. I was a bit like, not sure, but he was really good. He every scene that he was in, my palms were like sweating, especially the car scene with Peter and the suspense in every scene that he's in. The costume for the Vulture looked really nice. It was a nice spin on the original costume. He actually had a reason for being a villain, which was good. If you look back at all the other Spider-Man villains, what was their actual reason? He's cleaning up like the Avengers mess at the very start of the movie. He actually makes a good point with Peter when he's trying to talk to him in like it's the construction site. It's not. It's where he gets stuck under all the rubble. Makes a good point. He's like, they don't care about us. So he actually makes some good points, and he's trying to support for his family and stuff, and he cares for his family. I think it was quite believable. So yeah, he did quite well. I think the Stan Lee cameo in this was great. It was early on in the film, so he just sort of leans out his balcony window and starts shouting at people. He's like, "Oh, how you doing?" And he's like, "What's going on?" Yeah, flirting with his neighbour across the street or whatever. Yeah, it was good. The supporting cast of this movie were really good for the most part. Michelle, or MJ, I think it's revealed later on. I'm still a bit confused with that. I don't know what's going on. She's played as Zendaya and she was really good. She's sort of like edgy, but yeah, I think she got the most laughs in my audience. Everything she said was just it was realistic. It was believable. The relationship with her and, well, not really a relationship. I mean, they're not really friends or anything, but good chemistry that they have, and I think they're going to be good friends. They're very similar. If you've watched the movie, you'll relate to what I'm saying. Aunt May was much younger this time. She was sexy, and everyone flirted with her, not flirted with her, talked about her in front of Peter, including Tony Stark. The funniest one was the person that works in the sandwich shop. It was early on. I think it was one of the funniest jokes in the movie. He says in Spanish to his co-worker, "Oh, she's a hot Italian woman," and then Peter replies in Spanish, "How's your daughter?" It was quite good. I like their relationship with Peter. It was much more like an auntie or a mummy, and the other ones were more like a granny. But yeah, this one, she helps him get ready for his homecoming and stuff. She has some funny bits as well, like the very end, the last line in the movie. Peter puts on his suit again, and she comes in, and the last line is, "What the f-" and it cuts off on the last word, so that it censors it, and then the credits come up. I think that was great. Ned, Peter's best friend in this. I'm used to it always being Harry Osborn. I don't know what friendship I liked the best. Ned was, I don't know if he was only there for comedy, because he was another really funny character. I don't usually laugh during movies. That makes me sound really young, but it takes a lot to make me laugh. But he actually did make me laugh. But I don't know. The guy in the chair, I think he could have done a bit more. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still not too sure how I feel about him completely. But overall, I think he was a good addition. I think he was quite well. But I think Peter and him weren't nerds or geeks, like they're always like perceived, but more like they just kind of choose to not be with the cool people. I think it would be really easy for either of them to like talk to all them people. I mean, Peter and Ned get invited to Liz's party. There's some good setups for them coming in with that group, but it just never happens, and I think they just choose not to, which is quite true to today. It's a different take on the whole nerds and jocks or whatever. It's not like that at all. There is no real crew like that. They're all sort of different. The only person I think I didn't like in this movie was Flash. Where everyone going, "Oh, it's because he's a different race and all." No, it's not. It's nothing to do with that. He's just, when I think of Flash, I think of this person, or this person, or this person. I don't think of this. He's actually like more dorky than Peter, but like in real life, people would see that, but in the movie, people don't really for some reason. He's on the decathlon team with Peter and stuff, and Peter is respected more by some other people are, like his teacher. I just don't think he was believable at all. As a bully, I don't think he was meant to be a bully, but that's what Flash is. I didn't like him. Sorry. Right, the love interest of this movie, Liz. She's one of Peter's earliest crushes, and I think that she was the right choice for this movie. They've already done Mary Jane, they've already done Gwen Stacy. Gwen Stacy is obviously my favourite, but yeah, I think this was a good starting bit, and the relationship between them two was really believable. There's awkward bits and stuff, but it is believable. There's none of this weird, me? Is that an angel? Not a lot of shit. But yeah, it was believable, and the twist with her and her dad, brilliant. And the way she has to leave and stuff at the end, I think it all just worked really well. She was a likable character as well. She wasn't just the popular, like the bitch or whatever. Spider-Man's suit, Karen, the AI, I think she was... What? I think she was great. I was a bit skeptical at first, like, of suit being all like, sort of like Mark 42 or whatever, all high tech and stuff, and having a HUD. It actually worked well, and it had some good animated for some good jokes and stuff. I think the relationship between the computer and Peter was great as well. She was quite funny. The twist obviously being that Liz's dad is the Vulture. Whenever Peter is going to homecoming and he knocks on the door, and just seeing Michael Keaton's face just standing there, everyone was like, oh my god, my hands were like sweating. And I don't think anyone's seen it coming. It was really well done. And then if that wasn't bad enough, whenever he discovers that Peter is Spider-Man, starts like grilling him, as Liz says, and then whenever he tells Liz to go away, he's gonna have like the father talk or whatever to him. It's tense. My hands are sweating even more. And I think it was just Michael Keaton as well. He was really good, and it was tense, and you actually wondered if Peter was just gonna leave it, or was he going to risk getting killed, and the people that he loved getting killed as well, because he was serious. He wasn't just a villain, he was going to beat him up, he was actually going to properly kill him, and I think he tried to, definitely at one point, but then that's when Peter gets out of the rubble and all that. The ending, the very last bit I already talked about, where with Aunt May and stuff, but the bit where Tony brings him back in to become an Avenger, and Peter's like, nah, I had a feeling he was going to do that. I liked it. A few other people didn't like it, I liked it, and then when he's like, oh, it was just a test, but then it wasn't actually a test. I thought it was actually quite good. I don't want to see him become an Avenger just yet anyway. That's what I was really worried about. I don't mind the MCU and stuff, but I like Spider-Man just by himself. I like friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man. I like him being by himself and just doing his own thing. Right, my final verdict. Go see it if you haven't already. If you've watched this review all the way through, you have already seen it. Let me know what you think about it. I'm actually going to go see it again. I don't know when. I will definitely go see it again. Maybe I'll pick up some things that I missed. I sort of want to give it like 5 stars. I don't know. Yeah, 4.5 stars, 5 stars. It's up there. One of the best, if not the best Spider-Man films. Go see it.